Hi, I'm Roger Montgomery from Montgomery Investment Management and welcome to this week's Video Insight. November the 24th is the last date that fund hosts can accept applications into the Montaka Global Access Fund if investors want to receive the November pricing. Before we get to that date though, let me tell you a little bit about the advantages and benefits of investing overseas. The first and perhaps obvious one is access to themes and companies that aren't accessible in Australia. And perhaps the most obvious theme is the global theme of disruption that's occurring on a scale unprecedented in human history. Australia has its fair share of companies being disrupted, but we punch under our weight in terms of companies that are the disruptors. Globally, plenty of disruptors exist, and the Montaka Global Access Fund seeks to invest in extraordinary businesses with bright prospects. But let's face it, it's very, very hard to pick winners. If you think about the United States car manufacturing industry, just by way of example, there have been more than 1,660 car manufacturers in the United States that are now defunct. So when that first horseless carriage chugged past a blacksmith for the very first time, it would have been very difficult to pick the winning car manufacturer. It would have been much easier, however, to pick the blacksmith as the loser. And so it's worth keeping in mind that the Montaka Global Access Fund not only profits from buying extraordinary businesses with bright prospects, but also benefits from selling short those businesses that are being disrupted and may go out of business. Now, what are the advantages of this? Well, if the stock market goes up, the Montaka Global Access Fund has a portfolio of extraordinary businesses. But if the market falls, the Montaka Global Access Fund also has access to a portfolio of sold businesses that are deteriorating in value or falling in quality. Combining those two things means that investors in the Montaka Global Access Fund have the opportunity to profit whether the market goes up or down. Now, another advantage of investing overseas, obviously, is currency. If the Australian dollar falls while you're invested overseas, then at the time you repatriate your funds with a lower Australian dollar, your investment has increased in value in Australian dollar terms. So they're just a couple of the big advantages of investing overseas in a fund like the Montaka Global Access Fund. Now, up until recently, investors required $1 million to access this strategy through the Montaka Global Fund. Fortunately, now with the Montaka Global Access Fund, you can invest in this strategy with as little as $50,000. But of course, be sure to seek and take personal, professional advice. That's it for this week, and don't forget November 24th is a cut-off date, and we look forward to seeing you again soon. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Twitter.